So this morning I re-architected Bryn just a little bit. I fixed up her weapons using the main, and now every weapon is Furious, Fast Enhanced, and Swift. All four of them. And of course the Prime has pinpointers. I deleted my other four characters on the PTS. I lost their inventory of legendary modules, which are legendary box mods, which sucks. I should have transferred those into a container and then pulled them out on the main and then stored them, but I just thought, I'll never need those. Oh well. But I did also realize I wanted to change around my mutations because I was missing Scaly, which is good to have. It does have a negative, which is a slightly lower AP, but I'm willing to accept that. But this gives you really good damage resistance, as you can see down here. See, extra damage and energy resist. And then I wanted to get rid of mutations that I had somehow gotten. I forget how it was. Maybe I got radiation and it gave it to me and I didn't notice. So I basically found a player selling mutated serums. I think it's not this guy, but it was someone on the map. I don't think they're here now, but they were selling them for peace. So I'm like, yes, 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 yes. The only thing they didn't have was marsupial, so I did have to drop that from my main, but I did buy a bunch of serums. And then I vended everything I could to get back down to 0 on the vendor. So I'm caught up there. So that's why I'm back up to 3,000. I spent like maybe 2,000 caps on the other player. But now I have, how many do I have? And I just took them about 20 minutes ago, the serums. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which is the typical. You can usually get up to about 10 mutations. So if I had mutated on this weapon, right? Mutated, that would also give me really good damage, like 50% more damage. But Furious is fine because it works for everything, right? If I went bloodied, I'd probably replace Furious. I don't care to play bloodied on this. It's just not something I'm going to do. But you can see what that did. It gave me 376, 321. Then I just took a rad shield for 300. So, and then with the amount of endurance I have 37 on the other. So it's really durable build, right? For a sneaky build, this is really durable. Like a few times and not take too much damage. To that effect, I don't have blocker, so I will take more melee damage. I could like buy that and slot that in here, but I have re-architected this slightly, so this is pretty much the way it's going to be. This is my perfect setup for, and I'm not going to change those unless I'm doing something special, like, you know, harvesting stuff, or like I usually have my foraging build on 4, so I'll probably do that, you know. And it occurred to me that I could do 1, 2, 3, and then weapons 1, 2, 3, like Prime, right? So I could maybe change certain things around based on whether I'm using this weapon, that weapon, or the other weapon. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, going on, Ironclad, Iron Stomach, Natural Resistance, Thirst Quencher, Fireproof, Starch Jeans. I could put everything in, right? Even Cannibal. I've got enough space now. These, I don't care. I just want to make sure I have these 2. I don't care to stack this up. This, I want at least 3 slots open. That way, when I'm repairing things, I can put in the best repair. I can also, when I'm hacking, I can put all 3 hacker cards in. Because this is as good as it's going to get, pretty much. Now, well, not necessarily. I did test taking this sneak card off, and if I'm in shadows, like not in daylight, or if it's nighttime, or if I'm not under bright lights, I'm still stealthy enough that I can sneak around things of the gear, right? If I look at my gear, it's all, you know, shadowed, right? Plus 20% stealth and shadows. And I have 5 of those pieces, so that's 25%, right? And then this padded piece also gives me 25% reduced detection chance. So if I didn't have, then this stealth card, basically, I believe it's the same effect as 1 star here, right? That chest piece. So because of that, I could, I think, lower this to 2 stars and I wouldn't lose anything. But I will have to test that, right? I'll probably do that testing soon, but for now I'm going to leave it in. And I might, because of all the shadowing, I might be able to get away with 1 star. That would be nice because I do want to put in like another gorilla card, right? Because right now I have reload speed, time, basically really, really good gorilla stacks. But I would like to put 1 more in there, which would decrease my load time more. It would increase my damage more. Because right now I'm at 27 stacks, right? Which is really good. If I could get to 30 stacks, that would be perfect. 150% damage of my normal white damage, right? Not just like this 395 or whatever it is before it's buffed. And then I don't think it multiplies those out, but it would add to this, I believe. Let's actually just see that. So if I go to Prime, that's 562. I'm not gonna do that right now. Anyway, yeah, it's just too much math right now. I don't want to deal with it. I just want to have fun and play and explain what I did. So when I left off last night, I also went and got a bunch of silt beans so I can have endurance because I lost pemmican, right, as an endurance food. So I don't have pemmican, but I will go grab some XP food. I have gourd soup for the perception. Let me take a spare one of those. I have extra agility. Let me take 2. I'm gonna eat just regular like vegetables, like uncooked vegetables for a while, because that counts, right? It's fine. You can do that. Let's see, silt bean soup. I can put some of these back in. 1, 2, 3. They last longer. And then make sure I have 2 Tato juices on me because they do last only 30 minutes. I want to be able to go for an hour without having to come home. 2 gourd soups, 2 mutt fruit juices, 1 cranberry relish, 1. I also need to start making more brain bombs because I'm going to run out probably. I'm going to hold off on the brain fungus soup. Those are a last resort if I run out of brain bombs. I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah, that works. Okay, so I'm going to redo this buff real quick. Because I have been standing around for 15 minutes since I last played the piano. Who's here? Let's close that. Yeah. I am liking and not liking the bow. I like the fact that I can at once. That's very fun. When it lines up right and it like goes boop, 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 boop and bounces between them, that's phenomenal. I love that. I obviously need to improve my damage a little bit more. Make sure I have, yeah. Okay, good, starch genes. I also need to define my my loadouts, sorry, so that they don't mess me up. So I do need to go finish up the power armor thing that I started. So here's my excavator armor. Let me take all my other buffs too. So brain bombs, cranberry tea, cranberry relish, gourd soup, fruits. Okay, so now I have, as far as specials go, a nice arrangement, right? Almost 400. I'm over the soft cap for this. Close to soft cap at this, and rad shield is fine for most purposes outside of a nuke zone. Whoa. What's up with my mouse all of a sudden? Okay. Let's go down to Nuka World on tour. Got a little fuzzy in the little well where the optical sensor is. It wasn't, I would move the mouse and it wasn't moving. Remember before optical mice, we had little mice with balls in them? That was fun, wasn't it? I was living in a house with a bunch of guys when the first Mac came out. And then one of my housemates bought a fat Mac, which was the Mac 512K. And so we got to play with it at home. It was amazing. I loved it so much that he could afford that and buy it because I was completely broke all the time. Single, young, low-paying job, you know, the whole works. Can I go in this way? But it was amazing. A little ball mouse on it. It's funny. That never gets old. Goes off and hits multiple things. That will never get old. Let's see. Get hurt more from plasma, right? Let me double check the differences in the damage. Because I'm thinking in most cases the prime is still going to be better. So 562 versus, yeah, that's really good. So maybe I'll go plasma. Let's try this. Wow, look at that. That's amazing. It's so fun. I want the stuff inside. It's comforting having the doors back, not gonna lie. I kind of like it. Out there, interesting. Okay. It sort of segments and separates spaces. Whoops. What? What? Weird that that's like breaks and doesn't work in some cases. All right. Yay! Okay, so let's try that. Let's try picking again. Let's try it with just one rank at first. See how that works. Light-footed, evasive. Okay, so I'm gonna try that for a while and see if this, right? It's usually about vibe. Like he sensed me, but he didn't know where I was, and that's fine. See? I'm still pretty well hidden there. I think I want to go to 0 ranks of up. There's this Assaultron that freaked me out when I was here before. Like the first time I ever did this, oh my god, I was melee and I had no idea what I was doing, and it was so scary. So painful. Because he kept like just zapping me, and it was awful. It was still sort of like challenging fun, like, damn it, I'm gonna master this, damn it. And I did. I figured it out. Okay, so let's make sure for the moment. Don't want to accidentally get rid of it. Oh, I think I have to be in it, don't I? All right. I'll get in it. I guess if you're in the excavator armor, when you go over there, the Assaultron isn't that scary, or not as scary. Because, I mean, it does increase, you know, to considerably more, right, on the stat. Plus, there's the 42% damage right off the top for all the pieces, right? Because if you add up all 5 armor pieces that have minus 7% incoming damage, that's 42% reduction in damage right off the top. Then, of course, I'm mutated, right? And with the empath mutation, assuming I was with other people, that would give me another minus 25% damage reduction. So I'd be very tanky at this point. I wasn't mutated when I first did it. I didn't know about mutations then. No idea. Okay, so out of this. Now I can make a power armor station in my camp. Yay. Yes, that's where you get it, if you want to earn it the hard way. All right, so I'm done with this. That was fun. Let's go back to store this thing. So if 1 star on sneak feels bad over time, then I'll go to 2 stars. I just have to, like, you know, decide how I'm going to build, because as I said, I want most of the other things in here. Like I want all of these gorilla cards. I want one more gorilla card if I can get it. Enforcer is my best option there, just to lock things down. Obviously, escape artist. Light-footed I could get rid of. Evasive I could get rid of. And now this gives me 2 slots, right, that I could put something else in there. So I can only slot in, you know, a rank 2 card. So if I go to my bow build, right, and we go over here, I could put in Mr. Sandman, right, for extra damage. Let's see what else. But, you know, if I had my druthers, I could also put in Gunslinger for 3 more stacks. I could put in, let's see, I think that's the last one, right? It's just the 4 that you can have. Is anything else? Oh, no, here it is. There's a rank 3, but I wouldn't be able to stick that in there. Oh, no, I have that. I have that. Okay. So this, no. I would not choose this ever. I would choose, because I'm stealth, Sandman, Mr. Sandman. This one right here, right? For 2 instead of 3. But if I had to pick another rank 2 one, where is it? Probably. Yeah, Gunslinger Expert. Yeah, that's it. That would give me 30 stacks of Furious, a little bit extra damage to weak spots, which is what I always try to hit. And that would be 30% ranged damage, right? Because 30 stacks, 30%. That would also give me a little bit speed, which is already considerably fast. See that? That's really nice. I wouldn't cry if I had more. So it's, you know, there's utility with Furious stacks versus damage with Mr. Sandman. It's like you have to pick one or the other. You can't have everything. Character online, that account could share a card, like something that was really good, you know. But I don't have that on the PTS because I screwed up and put too small an SSD on that other computer that I built specifically for 2 Steam accounts running at the same time. That's literally the only reason I had it. I had the spare graphics card, so that was no big deal. So it only cost me about $150 to build that other computer up. And that was only because at the time there was I couldn't figure out how to run 2 copies of Steam at the same time. It's really annoying. Okay, so let's put this in there. There we go. All right, excellent. And it's a shame that people aren't, like, joining in. That's a bummer to me. Okay, we're going to Burrows South. Like, come on, guys, join my team. We can benefit each other. Good, it's fun. Join in the fun. Look at the fun we're having, he says, as if he were Tyrion Lannister, pointing to himself and Bronn during the game of whatever it was, the drinking game. Episode 9 of Game of Thrones Season 1. Yeah, I'm a nerd. Nope. Shit. There we go. Get up away from the ground. Okay, so let's see how rank 1 works with this guy here. Okay, I have rank 1. So I'm this far away. This is usually, I'm usually not even that close to enemies when I shoot them. So, good. And this is daylight, right? It works even better in like a shaded area because of the shadow effect on the armor. Make sure there's no enemies around. I could, like, oh, learn to read.
Scenario 2. Semi-ideal. You made it! And maybe Harper's Ferry is not the nasty scorchbee's nest I assumed it was. Now that you're in, you need to get to Raleigh's terminal and use that master holotape to download his routing schematics. We need them to set up the communication network for the uplinks and tie everything together. Bad news is, Raleigh fortified the armory to protect our research against the Brotherhood of Steel after they stopped playing nice.
I'm listening.
There's no outside access to the security we wired up there for safety purposes, so you may need to dodge a few turrets. So, if all goes well, you'll be hearing from me soon enough.
Okay, so the way this works is it's sort of like a maze that to get over to here. You basically start over there, and you go all through here, then you go through that cage, then you go all through here, and you come back over to here. Now, I could just bypass all that and go right into here, right? Or something like that. Maybe even to this entrance here. But I actually want to go through it because it's kind of fun. I can sort of test with these turrets, because they don't move around, right? And they're in shade. I can sort of test the effect of the just having one perk card for stealth. So it's sort of ideal. So let me use the terminal here. All right. So he knows I'm here. I'll move there so he doesn't shoot me. You can see the brackets are widening. So I'm still in sufficient stealth, even with just one card, right? I only have one sneak card. Let me put on evasive and light-footed. That way I'm also protected against other things. Now, the trick is, if I go to hidden, how close can I get and have it stay hidden? Right? Okay, it's getting closer together. See those brackets move? Now, if I were to move these out and move sneak in, you can see the brackets get bigger, right? So that's is a benefit to having rank 3. But is it enough? So he knows I'm here somewhere. He just doesn't know where. So it's good to test, right? And maybe I'll need to go to rank 2, and that'll be a bummer, because then I can't put the other card that I want on. But the other thing is that I'm indoors, so that helps a lot, right? I'm not in direct sunlight. Now that's sunlight right there coming in. So that works against me. So I need that by coming over here. Okay, now he knows where I am. So that actually didn't work in the end. Yeah, having rank 3 is a nice thing. It's really... Oh, get up there. There we go. Now we're in building 2. There's traps right there, flame traps. If you trigger them enough, they destroy themselves, or they like break apart. We're going to go down here. We have this other one right here. Normally you'd come down these steps and be faced with this guy. Notice I'm in the dark. I'm in darkness. So I have a lot more stealth because I'm in shadows. Quite a bit of stealth. It's very dark in here. So even with just one card, right? It's really good. Now let's go to the next one. My network is being weird. Losing frames. Let me check something. Okay, I made it so my doing anything. Maybe that'll fix it. I don't know. But I don't like the red. Losing 5% of my frames is annoying. Okay, now we've made it to building number 3. Notice I'm in daylight. So if I shut that, it should be good again, right? Because there's no daylight on me. Now I can go ahead and shoot him. Shoot that one. I mean, I could probably, I don't have to be that close to shoot it. I'm just testing, the effect of one card of stealth. Okay. Really, really, really want to loot all these. I really don't like how these things not easily lootable when you're when they fall down. Like, make it so I can just loot directly from that little blob right there, right? Don't make the blob like in some weird location. Like it's like off in some other bizarre. Like I can't even find it. It's tedious. I would like those resources because there's nice things that come from those turrets. Nice junk items. And of course, you would normally hack this, but I have a mod that does it for me. Boop, 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 boop. Thank you. It's not that I couldn't do it. It's just that I've done it so many times. I'm like, okay, I'm done hacking terminals. Just get a thing. Ooh, nice. I can make brain bombs. Okay. Loadmaster holotape.
Okay. Hopefully, my network predictions were successful, and you're legitimately triggering this next message. If not, I guess I'm speaking to no one, and none of this is going to matter. But I digress. You want to find Senator Sam Blackwell's terminal, and use the master holotape to download the files we need. It should be fun, since you get to visit the one and only Charleston Capitol building. Still intact last I saw. Then, find the nearest relay tower, upload all that hard-earned data. Piece of cake, right?
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Gonna go down here. It's weird when I've been playing like this for hours. I'm like, what is there a real world out there? Are things happening? It's like, oh yeah, there's some shooter in New York. There's a earthquake in Russia. There's this. It's like, whoa, wow, that's crazy. Crazy. That was yesterday's. Shocking. Like, wow. All right, go here. All right. Responding to YouTube that I made on someone else's video. It's like, Angry Turtle did a video, Fallout 76 PTS Bulletstorm is evolving, new rules and more weapons qualified. And I wrote, sadly, if you're someone like me who tends to reload after each fight, Bulletstorm is a net loss. And then someone, it's on you, and you'll only lose half the stack, so it's absolutely not a net loss. The problem is, it is a net loss. Let me actually. I know it's on me. I already wrote that. Actually is a net loss because reloading as often as some of us do resets us down to just one stack. Never get to those higher stacks that people who almost never reload after every fight can reach. There we go. Situation. Let's see. For we compulsive reloaders, there are other better cards to equip that synergize with our approach to combat. And I am not talking things like the Gauss. I see the plasma. Let's see. High capacity miniguns. High capacity heavy guns. Thinking more like shotguns and rifles. Go. It's like, yeah, I just said that, dude. Well, that's on you then. I'm like, yeah, I wrote that. It's win the argument by writing that, you know? It's like, thank you, just restated what I already wrote. Add something new to the conversation in your comment. I'm fine with qualifying, but you don't have to be a dick about your comment. Why are people such dicks online? I don't know. It's weird. Bunch of sociopaths safe in their homes, thinking they can just like be jerks. Beautiful. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, A. What am I thinking? Not spacebar. A. All right. Sam Blackwell. Right. I gotta go with the key, get the password from the basement. It's this way, right? It says that way, but this way. It's so weird how you can't loot the creature when it does that. Here, let's turn off this annoying side quest that's giving me an erroneous. I wish it wouldn't try to eat the corpse when I'm reload, right? If I hit this, sometimes it or maybe I'm hitting spacebar without realizing it. Because if I'm in a sticky situation like that, I don't want to eat a corpse because it takes me out of stealth. And I want to be able to loot these. It stops it. Now I can't loot them for some reason. It's really broken. Now I can loot them, right? I can loot these guys, and now it'll loot those other ones. See, they're not shining anymore. Change the way that works. All right, security terminal. Accounts. Account locks down. Sam will unlock. There we go. Accessing his terminal. Hi, guys. This one's, you know, like forever locked away. And again, I need to find my way back. There we go.
Pat yourself on the back, because you just got yourself some top secret security codes off a U.S. Senator's terminal. Next up, the closest relay tower you can find, where you get to upload all that hard-earned data. You're officially halfway done with the final part of this process.
Let's do this one.
It's not like I'll ever really know, but one can hope, right?
The government tape in there as well. And then go get the government drop and finish that quest. What I'm going to do is I'm going to... the next card I buy is going to be that, like, Gunslinger Master or whatever it is that gives me 3 more stacks of Onslaught, as well as damage to the weak spot, and see how that feels. I'm going to try to keep that if I can with that one sneak card, you know, that one sneak perk. Let's go ahead and deal this. Okay, and then my buffs are 5 minutes away, 3 minutes away. But I can run over there real quick. Oh, good, someone joined me. Excellent, getting better XP, better whatever, better everything. Nice. Again, never gets old. Let's see, is there another one in here? Sometimes there is. Those stick fiber become useful in end game repairs. Master tape. All right. Now I can load U.S. government supply requisition. Drop. Okay. Now I don't actually have to go get it. I just have to, you know, put that in there. But I will see if I can go get it if it's in a not in a stupid place. Where is it? It stops tracking it, doesn't it? Is it going to give me a thingy? Is it a miscellaneous quest? There it Get this up south. All right, so let's go to, make sure I'm in stealth. Come to Vault Tech. Hey guys, leave the robots alone. Nice. Oh, it's so fun. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go buy that card real quick. This one. Oh, I guess I could have put that in there, couldn't I? Oh, no, that's right, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I was like, I could upgrade to Sneak to 2. It's like, nope, 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 it doesn't work that way. Okay, now I'm at 30 stacks. At more damage. Nice, look at that. That's beautiful. Nom, 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 nom. Okay, so now we're headed to, let's see, he doesn't have anything for sale. Does he have any yummy little machines that I can hit? Like maybe the Mothman machine? I would love to put a Mothman machine at my camp, but I can't load my other account. Game. Well, I could. I would have to uninstall Fallout 76, then install the PTS, then do that, then uninstall the PTS, then install the regular game. I don't feel like doing that. Oh, that's cute. You have a little funeral. Sort of, Great Church of Opossum. Cute. I see you have like a worshipping kind of theory. Does that mean you have a Mothman altar here somewhere? Company T. Nice. Sell those. Collect those. That's nice. Ah, there we go. I'm going to log out so you can't finish that. I would not be surprised. Because sometimes people do that. They're just like, ah, I'm done. You're trying to use my camp thing? Nope. But he's nice. He's probably like, let's play. Oh yeah, the int one. I don't like the int one that makes you stick around for a while. Alright, so let's go here to the interior. 5% buff is enough. I don't need the other thing. It's nice, but it makes you sit there and wait for too long. Exercise bike and the punching bag and all that other stuff. It's like, I just like the ones that where you just touch it and it works. Like the derby game, the fortune teller, the perfume dispenser. It's like boom, boom, boom. You can hit all three in like 1 second. And then you have 3 stacked buffs for 3 different things. Oh. If anyone's watching that thinking, you're cheating, that's cheating. It's like, well, I could also just equip Master Infiltrator. And that would also be cheating, right? except that's built into the... So obviously, the developers realize that that little mini game gets tedious after a while, so they've created a solution that players can utilize, right? But this one is a similar sort of a workaround. It's automatic. I don't have to think about it, just trader, but it also doesn't cost me any, perk coins as if I have to swap in and out or whatever. It's just 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Reboot the system. Okay.
Ignoring any and all possible glitches, you are officially the most amazing person in all of Appalachia.
Well, I
And
like to
hopefully
think so.
not the only one. The Scorch detection system is fully up and running. If you had any idea how long it took us to just get half the system functional, the lives lost, my brother, my dad, and yours truly, of course. Now whenever the Scorched are around, the detectors will pick them up and broadcast a message to your Pip-Boy. All that's left is the means to fight them off. If you haven't already, check my terminal to read about the traps we've created for the Scorch beasts. Hopefully, they're still in working order, and they're your best bet at making those flying freaks manageable. Beyond that, the only ones with any real means were the Brotherhood of Steel. Obviously, they didn't last, but they packed some serious firepower. They took their last stand somewhere in the bog at a place called Fort Defiance. But, thanks to their code names, I have no idea where it is. You'll want to start at Camp Venture, Eddie's old survival training center. I've also put everything I've got on the Brotherhood under an entry called Fort Defiance on my terminal. Good luck out there. And thanks. If playing, it means our lives and all this work meant something.
By the way, if you're listening to that, and you're like, wow, she sounds really cute. She is really cute in real life, like super cute. Anyway, I just felt like I wanted to point that out because, oftentimes we're like, wow, I wonder what they look like. I bet they're really cute because they sound awesome. Losing, I have no idea why. It's so infuriating. Like if I look at my task manager and look at network, it's like, it's just that. That's it. That's all it's using network. Just the stupid ISP. There's no fiber in our area, so I can't get like gigabit speeds for upload. I have 500 megabits download, but that's as good as I can do. I can only get up to 50 megabits upload, and that's if no one else on our loop in the neighborhood or in the region or whatever, however large it is, where we share that upload bandwidth. If they're doing something, then it can damage my performance and vice versa. It's annoying. It's very annoying. And I keep checking, but apparently it's not worth it to anyone to put better in my area. Supposedly, right across the street, they can get fiber. Like literally across the street. But, not on my side of the street. It's annoying. Very annoying. Wow.
Target acquired. I heard you hid in a vault while the world crumbled around you. I'd call you a coward, but who knows what kind of mess we'd be in today had you stayed outside.
submachine gun is a really fun weapon too. It's basically like the Elder's Mark. Whoopsie. Meant to do heads. What I might do is I might, when I have like my builds fleshed out, I have to go through the process here of like, go get the password. Go get the password. Password is down there. Go down there. Actually, I'm just going to bypass all this. Let's get this. Can I get to it early? Or do I have to follow a certain security? Here we go. I would be sent back up to get that storage key, I believe, if I don't do it this way. Or if I follow through in the order they normally give it to you. So what I was saying is, you know, my build sort of sorted out, and I can, you know, define things in the perk load or in the perk loadout manager. Then I can set up maybe like a super stealth and a lesser stealth, with the difference being, you know, 1 versus 3 on the sneak card, and then you know, swap in and out of, or like max DPS and stealthy, you know, where I swap that in and out, and maybe some other things as well. You never know. And then that way, if I need to, I can go to like the more stealthy option. There we go. That was the key I needed. All right. Come on, let me pick things up. Server lag. I'm spamming it. It's like things are taking like a seconds to pick up. All right, so there's the command center password. Take that. By the way, if you have technical data, you can put it there. Now, if I had lockpicking 3, I could just lockpick that directly and not have to do any of. Most people don't have lockpick 3 by the time they do this. Blasting caps. Oh my god, the lag.
Thank you, Captain. It's just us.
Lizzie, what's on your mind?
Brotherhood of Steel. What's that even mean? The men over here are confused.
We need to do something bold. We can't just stay the U.S. Army. What's gonna happen, and this is only a matter of time, is some general or some goddamn politician is gonna...
Somebody doing something that lags the server. That's really annoying. Okay, let's go down to his camp, because that'll get me closer.
No, they will, Lizzie.
I keep dropping frames. It's annoying.
With us, we won't let them.
Okay, let's go to emergency services.
But a brother...
Did I already do the robots thing? I think I did. Yeah, I did, because I was stressed out, and I made it right to the very end before the rope, before my bow broke.
Words have power, Lizzie. They build identity. They take on a meaning if you keep using them, even if it didn't exist before.
Ugh.
The knights and the scribes, after
Come on.
Rome, they protected what was left of Western civilization. So we are the new knights, and our role is similar. But we'll need more than names. We'll need new traditions, our own mythology. Something people can believe in to their core.
Is this...
I mean, the lag might be on my end, right? The same thing that's causing my frames to drop might be causing this lag.
Around, Lizzie.
having to not like stream for a while.
More than
Like
the
just
rads have
stop
faced.
gaming for a bit until whatever its problem is dies down.
Every goddamn soul. Wives, kids, loved ones, even the goddamn mailman. We need to replace it with something. Otherwise, people's souls will wither. We'll be little more than walking dead men.
I'll do my best to see the orders carried out, sir.
Give it
Let's get
time.
this location while I'm here.
We'll have a hunger to believe in something.
It's a good place to come and get teapots, by the way. There's at least 2 there. Well, not a good place, but a valid place to get teapots. I don't need coal. I bet the bow would be fun during the defense quest here. That's kind of cool. There's a group of enemies, and you just like slaughter them as they start attacking. Maybe if I go in here, it'll be. No, I guess the lag. The server probably. The lag is probably related to my network or my local ISP, and there's nothing I can do about it. Makes me grumpy. Power up the asylum. Yep. Now I'm going to shortcut this if I can by jumping up through here. I don't know if I'm high enough. Yeah, okay, good. Because I'm grouped, and so my marsupial is better than normal. Excellent. Exquisite. All these aluminum trays. It's a great place for aluminum. Now you hit this button right here. Now with marsupial, I didn't have to run through the whole building, which is nice. Same thing on this side. I won't have to run through all the different wings. Ooh, let's get this. Maybe not. Sometimes there can be an outfit in here, I believe. Get the yellow hat, why not? Go through here. Read that. Okay, take the elevator to the top. Can't get any elevator to go this way. Now, normally you'd have to run through this entire wing to get to this stairway. But I can just go right up there. Ooh, protective BOS lining armor. Under armor. Nice, 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 nice. Don't fall in the hole. That's what she said.
Only registered Brotherhood of Steel personnel allowed past this point.
Yes, I know. I know. Now, I would learn that down below, but I wanted to come up here first. Oh, I do have technical data now. Nice. Remember how I showed you where you can put technical data in that little cubby hole? Let's go do that. So register for elevator security. So, find a clue that will tell me how to beat it. And overseer's log there. I'll grab that before I leave. Yeah, okay, so the clue that we want is... where is it? It's in one of these rooms, right? Yeah, right in here. You can read that if you want, right there. So there, that's it. I did basic training already. Remember I told you that would come in handy later. Let's go ahead and grab the overseer's log.
Overseer's log, Allegheny.
Check in here for anything special.
Mental asylum as a
Yeah, I
last
did, okay.
stand against the scorched. Brave, crazy, and
Open
crazy
here.
brave.
And crazy brave.
At
And
least
brave crazy.
sure the Brotherhood had
And brave
known
heart.
who
And
had
crazy
the
heart.
judging by the security system.
And heartfelt.
If
And
only
felt
they
up.
had survived. What I wouldn't give to have a few of America's finest watching my back right now.
And the movie Up.
Is I'll have to find out how they were planning to combat the scorched on my own. Once I can figure out a way through these doors.
I would ask my ISP why I'm only getting... Why sometimes I'm lowering to 14 megabits per second when I'm requesting 36, but they would probably just give me the runaround. Say you'd get it. We say up to. I'm like, yeah, I know it says up to, but why right now am I getting it? What's going on your end? Are you screwing something up? Did you mess something up? Is it other people doing something stupid that I can be annoyed with? Okay, so this is this a full... Is it Under Armour? Yes, it is not Under Armour. Okay. Maybe I could, yeah, that actually looks pretty good. All right. Very military looking, right? Yeah, very nice. Can I make the responder Under Armour and put something on it now? No, I don't want that. What's the one I just got? Or did I get... Was... They'll probably not let me make that. Nope. It seems like it doesn't let you make anything like that now. But maybe I can go... Nope. It's like broken. It's really weird. They've turned off certain things. So like I can't make any of those things. It's really annoying. Okay, so how are we on buffs? Probably a good time to stop anyway, yeah. Because my buffs have run out, and because the network is being stupid. I'm dropping frames, and it's really annoying. Nice. Already have that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Okay, so pick a perk. I'm liking the sneak right now. That's good. What else would I pick? Convenience items? I'd be willing to, let's see. I'd be willing to give this card up. Because this only counts if you've already, damaged the enemy and they're already crippled. I mean, it's good. It's damage, but it doesn't count for the first hit. And I'm usually killing things in the first hit. So I'd be willing to give this up to gain like extra carry weight perks. But I don't have to do that yet, hopefully. Fortunately. I mean, it would but I'm trying to avoid that if I can because I'd rather, you know, have survivability and damage. Mm-hmm. Nope, nothing there. Well, potentially later on. I don't think there's anything else I need here. I mean, Aqua Girl would be nice. That way I could swim through water. I could give up Cannibal for it. Chems, so that's not really all that applicable. I don't really need that. That's more for like if you're a low health build. You need every little bit of survival you can get there. Radiation resistance might be nice. It's actually not bad. Let's get that. Really good. Let's get rid of Cannibal. Radiation resistance, the base level, 61. I mean, it might seem like nothing, but this can often be all you need to just not be like irradiated when you're like just picking. Like if I put back in like potatoes, right? Like notice how I'm not getting irradiated there, right? It's because that number, like let's say that Tato is a 25, right? And if you don't have 25 rad resist, then you get irradiated. I have 61. So now I can just grab all these Tatos, right? Let me put on perks. Green thumb. I can just have Tatos in my bag. Instead of using Cannibal, I can just eat Tatos, right? I can get more Tatos down there. I could plant more Tatos. That could be like the thing that I eat. Make it to be gourds, right? I could have a bunch of gourds in my inventory. Because Tatos I sort of want to use to make the things, right? The you know, the things. Vegetable starch. And yes, I'm having to manually move these back and forth, but it won't be that way for long. I'll set up builds where I could just hit a button, it'll switch everything at once. Now I can, you know, do that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Save those for selling. Spoiling. Did I forget to take my 30-minute food? Take my 30-minute foods. Yeah, there we go. Back down to 109. Because these bows, I think, do add up, right? They're each 3 pounds, yeah. And then this armor adds up. It's not light. To put some purified water away. Sorry, this is just inventory management at this point. You don't have to watch this. This is sort of boring. Like more company tea than I probably need to. Because I'm worried I'm not going to find a machine again for a while. And I'm like, I need company tea. Let's pick one more Tato. Right? Is that what we needed? Or no, I needed corn, I think. Whoops, wrong location. That was cooking. Oh, I need mut fruit. Okay. I need 1 mut fruit, so this is fine. Okay, excellent. Put more purified water in the stash. Anything I don't need, or for, you know, drinking, or for creating chems, I could just sell it. See, isn't that beautiful? Just this amount of radiation resistance is enough so that I don't get irradiated when I eat foods. The herbivore doesn't protect against radiation. It's just, yeah, immune to disease. Oh, and rads? Oh, from veggies. Okay, maybe that's that. That was doing that. Okay, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Ignore me. Ignore me. I'm an idiot. I think this is a good stopping point or a good pausing point. I need to rethink some things. Maybe define. I'll go define like some settings that I can like load in and load out for this character. All my points set up properly. I wonder if it would be worth. I'll go ahead and scrap that. That way I'm not tempted to use it. I'm not going to use that. 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 Trying to get to 50 so I can buy another card. $46. I just need 2 more. Let's go ahead and scrap. Let's go ahead and scrap this for now. I'll risk it. I can always buy. Let's see here. Let's go with endurance. Okay. So now I have an extra endurance point, so I'm going to move that. Let's see, where's the best place to put that? So now I have 2 unused. Let's go ahead and put this back in. Unused. I think the best place to put that is strength. Yeah. Right? Wait a minute. I did that wrong. There we go. That's it. All right. Because all those cards I just crunched, I can buy them again, right? I don't need to, they're not dear. I can hold on to these. I can crunch them and then just rebuy them. But now, general purpose for everything for now. Obviously, sneak, I need that rank 3 sneak or a rank 2 sneak back. And then I can swap back and forth between 2 different builds if I need to, using keybinds. But that at least gets me there. Now I just need to figure out what else I can put in here. I don't think there's anything else I would need in charisma, right? Let me look real quick. There's probably something. I know there's a resistance one. So if I take this off and I put in, stranger numbers, which I'm using now. There's one that gives you more resistance right here, bodyguards. But I don't know if I need that now. Like, I'd rather get that from Barbarian so that my strength can go up. Create this over here. That way I can just use it as a basis for my, for saving the setup, right? Let's see here. I have, that's 2, that's 2, that's 2. And then, so, Seeple. S-E-A. There we go. Seeple. S-C-A-P-L. All right, so we're going to put in class freak. Or, I'm sorry, good with salt. I can't alphabetize anymore. Okay, so not that. I'm not doing enforcer, right? Or modern renegade. Yeah, okay. So I don't do hipfire, so I don't need that one. It's nice, but it's not required. So I'll put 1 rank of sneak. Not Mr. Sandman. Not light-footed. But I put in Let's see, what else have I got here? Sorry, isn't this really interesting? It's just amazing, isn't it? Okay, so Gunslinger Master. Do this from scratch. So 15 points. By name. Gunslinger Master. Guerrilla Expert. Guerrilla Master. Enforcer, rank 3. Escape, gotta keep that. Very important. Sneak, rank 1. And Gunslinger Expert. Now, you might argue, well, some of what you're getting you could get from just using the sneak perks, like Covert Operative and Mr. Sandman. True. But it would do stealth, right? The moment I'm in danger, those cards become worthless. They don't do anything. But these remain valid at all times. So, yes, I will eventually get Covert Operative, and I will eventually get Mr. Sandman, and I'll put an ultra sneaky build. So I'll have those, and they'll be active and 150%, and it'll stack well with the other things, like the other Gunslinger things. Maybe. Well, I might do that, I might not do it. The problem with doing that, ultimately, is that I would lose some of the utility I get from all those extra Onslaught snacks. Snacks. Yes. Snacks. Mostly the reload speed. Because that reload speed for this particular weapon is amazing, right? It's like, ready to go. Now, if I were to remove, say, Guerrilla Master and points, basically, right? And put in, you know, a 2 and a 3, right? That's how that would work. Now watch how much slower this, well, I can't, it's not going to matter now, but it's going to lower one at a time. Why is it not going down? Because I'm not hitting anything. Okay, so 29. But as I go down more and more, here, let me log out and log back in. That'll reset it. But you'll see that just losing that much. Yes, thank you. Losing those many, I would actually be doing a little bit more damage with the bow. Not that I need it, because I don't need it at this point, right? I don't need the extra damage. I'm one-shotting everything I hit. So I would basically be losing 8 stacks of reload speed. 8% reload speed is what I'd be losing. I would be reloading 8% slower. And that's one thing I would rather not give up if I don't have to. So get ready. There we go, 22. So now shoot and do. Doesn't seem like much. Could feel like much if you're like in the middle of a bunch of fights, right? I mean, it might be in some situations, it might be good to just, you know, put in, like if I'm not shooting close enemies, it might make sense to put in Covert Operative and Mr. Sandman. I should probably buy those and put them in there as an alternative. Like in certain situations, I might want that, right? I'm not saying I'll never do it, but for the moment, I like this. I like how fast it loads when I'm all the way up. Right in. It's like beautiful. Mwah. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and work on building out this card set so I can load it in on my own. Thank you for tuning in if you've tuned in, or if you're watching this in the distant future when the world actually does look like